wanted to talk to you today about something that I am dreading, but will very much happen, so I've got to get used to it, and so do you. Today it's beautiful outside, but the conditions are getting colder, so you got to start thinking about what your workouts are going to look like, and why you need to do that is because at some point you're not going to be able to get out, or you're not going to be able to potentially do some of the things you're doing. If you don't start thinking about that now, what'll happen is you won't have a plan, you won't have a goal, and then all of a sudden your workouts will fall apart. You don't want that to happen. So what I'm sharing with you today is this. I want you to really think about, okay, it's getting a little colder. You may have to start tapering off how much you do outside, or just how much you do. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what are some options for me to do inside, or some other things that I can do instead of, that will help me keep my physical activity at the same level or higher, and at the same time will keep me motivated. Like, one of the things is I have a really difficult time. I love the gym, but I just like being outside. So for me, I almost have to get my mind right to start going inside again. And I have to be really creative about the kind of workouts that I do. What am I going to do inside? How am I going to vary it up? I like running outside because everything's different. But I run on the treadmill. It's like I look at cars. Not interesting. But I know that about myself. So what I've learned to do is start thinking ahead of time about, maybe I can do some yoga classes. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. I can do inside. Whatever it is, you always have these options that now you can start to move in that direction, and you can start to do some really great time. You can start taking some really great time to think about what will work for you in the future. It's not a bad idea also to stay where you are for as long as you can. So for instance, if there's a class that you love and it lasts for 2 or 3 more weeks, then stay part of that class until it ends. But you might want to start asking people around, like, what do you do when it starts to get cold? Is there another class you would recommend? Or, what do you do instead of? People usually have great ideas. Ask them. They'll probably be really happy to share. The next thing is, I want you to start thinking about something that we don't get a chance to talk about very often, but we'll talk about it more as it gets colder. What about exercise videos? Exercise videos are out there. There are tons of them. I know a lot of people who use them. What is it you need? Do you need a crowd of people to help you stay motivated? Is it looking at that teacher in the front of the class and she's moving and you're kind of trying to keep up with her? Or you see the people to your left and to your right, and do they help you stay motivated when you're exercising? And then when you're in the house, maybe not so much. So those are the kind of things that you want to know about yourself, and you want to know about what works out well for you. So it's starting to get colder. Start thinking right now about what I'm going to do when it's cold outside and I can't work out outside, or what kind of exercise routines work best for me in this climate where I am. So just to help you stay consistent, Girlfriends with Goals, can't wait to talk to you.